Hello, and welcome back for our second lesson of our St. Anne Family Faith Formation series. I thank you for your return and making the commitment to grow in your faith, both individually and with your family. I hope that your family discussions are something that's bringing a new and different focus for your family, and hopefully bringing about discussions that grow much farther than what we give you. Our hope is that your family will grow together and grow closer to God in each moment together. One quick reminder for you is to take a few photos of your family during your discussion and send them to the church so that we can create a collage to place on the church bulletin board. We would also welcome any feedback that you have in these family discussions. We're certainly learning a lot through this process, and hopefully before we get to the end, we'll have something that is a much better product than what we started, and thanks be to God for that. As we begin our family discussion, remember to begin with the prayer that we have provided for you. Later, we'll have a whole segment devoted to prayer that'll hopefully be enlightening to everyone involved, but for now, just follow the prayer that's given. This week, as we begin to get more comfortable with our family sharing, we'll focus on relationships and primarily on the most important friendship that we should have, our relationship with God. This discussion may be a bit challenging for your younger children, but with guidance, hopefully the older siblings and parents can help the younger ones begin to see how God really and truly is a part of our everyday lives, even when we don't recognize it. Think about it. Even when the sun is on the opposite side of the earth, its presence is still felt. Did you know that the sun's and the moon's gravitational force even affects the water in the ocean? That's what causes the low and high tides. Things that we don't see affect us in all kinds of ways. For many of us, we don't even contemplate God's presence in our lives until we have an important need to do so. But it is wise to take some time every day, even all day, to consider how much God is a part of our very existence. Another point of emphasis to include is the reality that God wants what is best for us. This is much the same as with our parents, but even more perfectly. When our parents kept us from doing things or scolded us for doing things that we shouldn't do, they wanted us to become the best person we could be. God wants the same thing, but in a way that even we can't seem to understand at times. But there's no doubt, God wants the absolute best for us. Consider this. Do you think God wanted what was best for Adam and Eve? Sure, God did, but they failed and disobeyed him. So he had to show them how their bad choices led to bad consequences. In doing so, God showed them that without him, they would never be their best selves. And so God wants the same for us. Granted, it's a little hard at times in this life, but, well, okay, it's a lot hard. But God wants the best for us, so he steers us and guides us and helps us to be the person that he calls us to be. Thank God for that, because without him, look at what our world becomes. Last, and this is a critical part of the discussion, we should examine ourselves to see where we currently are in our relationship to God. See, our discussion should hopefully lead us to recognize that we could and perhaps should put a greater focus on our relationship with God so that we can cooperate with him and with his grace to be the best version of ourselves that we're currently being guided to be. So that's it for this week. Take a few moments as a family to consider our relationship to God, why it matters, and how we can improve upon it. If we each did this each day, we'd all be in a better place and would also make our little world a better place to be. Before we go, if you haven't yet done so, log in and subscribe to the St. Anne Church and National Shrine YouTube channel. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything, but if we reach a certain amount of subscribers, we can begin to live stream on YouTube for free. This will make broadcasting to all of our parishioners even much better. Okay, that's it for us today. I hope your lives are being changed in a positive way during these discussions. We'll look forward to seeing you next week as our St. Anne Family Faith Formation series continues. May the Holy Family be with you as you work to make your family more holy each day. Thanks for joining us today, and God bless you.